Hi, I just tried to film this rant time, but midway, a motherfucking spider decided to crawl down the wall there, which I killed with one of my makeup palettes. Yay, resourceful. I fucking hate spiders. Yes, this is a rant time, but I hate spiders. When I used to live in the basement, I mean, a lot of my old videos on this channel where I had pink hair and I had the different setting in the background with all the posters. That was my old room in the basement. Um, it got infested one year and it was disgusting and there was like spiders fucking everywhere and it was driving me like cuckoo bananas. Like I'd be sitting on my bed like da 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 I'm on my lap. This is me on a laptop, by the way. I'm on the laptop and then just right in front of me and I'd have to like dive off my bed and then like when you can't go back to sleep because the spider is still in your room and you're like, I know it's still here and I can't go to bed unless it's dead, or at least I know that it's dead, or it's gonna like crawl into my mouth or into my ear and lay eggs in my brain, and that's not cute. That's how I felt, and that's how I still feel about fucking spiders. But I was like making this video, and I like look right above me, and I just see it coming down, and I'm like, oh fuck, and then I just stopped it and took one of my makeup palettes and was like, done. Never dealing with spiders again. Like they drove me mental house when I lived in the basement. I was like screaming at them. I'm like holding a shoe on top of my bed. I'm like, you see what I did to your friends? This is what's gonna happen to you if you don't fuck off. They didn't listen to me. And then I sprayed my room with this stuff and I got really sick from it and I threw up a bunch, but I don't live in the basement anymore, which is cool. So yeah, let's start this rant time over again. Alright, so this is a rant time. Yeah, I'm wearing a backwards hat today because I feel like I'm a fucking cool guy. It's a shark. That's why there's a fin here, and it won't go down. So, but I just wanted to wear it backwards today because I feel cool. Um, so let me just talk about what's happened this week. This week has been fucking off off the wall amazing. Like it's been one of the best weeks of my fucking life. I got a new boyfriend. He's amazing. He will probably be in one of my videos soon. I don't know. I've talked to him about it. He watches these. It's embarrassing. Hi, if you're watching. I don't know. Maybe one day he'll be in like a boyfriend type video. I don't know. Who knows? We'll talk about it. So we've been dating. It's been going really well. It's really cool. We like each other a lot. Um, yeah, I guess. We went and saw Hawthorne Heights last Sunday. One of the best fucking concerts I've been to. Just because of the whole atmosphere and like the whole night, it was just perfect. And it was just like one of those nights that like you'll never forget, and it's just one of the best nights of your life. Like this was the second best concert I went to. The first one was obviously Cher. I'm not gonna even deny that. I just no, not denying it. Cher was number one. This was number two. Um, they played the entire In Silence of Black and White album from front to back. They said from front to back, but bitch, I know it from front to back, and they saved Ohio's for Lovers for last, even though it's like track 9 or track 10, and I'm like, it's coming up. It's coming up. I'm like, what? And then they played Pins and Needles saying sorry, and then at the end they finally played Ohio is for Lovers. They waited till the fucking end because that's the song that all the kids know that they came to see. But then there was like people like me who are old and like to relive the nostalgia of their high school youth. And I went to Warped Tour for the first time, 2007. I met them. I met Casey. He was the old screamer, I think guitarist or bassist. He died, which was really sad when we found out, me and my friends. But he died like of natural causes a couple years later, and we were like, well, at least we got to meet him when he was alive. That was cool. But now they get a new guy, and I'm like looking around, and I'm like, these kids probably don't even fucking know he's not the original dude. Rip Casey. Rip. Miss you. They probably have no fucking idea, but it was still great, but like I was like one of the only people that knew every single fucking word to that album because it's one of the best albums of all time. It was like, one of the biggest emo fucking anthems ever. I mean, back in 2004 when it came out, and everybody just knew Ohio is for lovers. I'm like, come on. Blue Burns Orange is my favorite fucking song. Like it is. It's literally my favorite song. That Silver Bullet, Dissolve and Decay, The Transition, Screenwriting and Apology. One song they didn't play, which is one of my favorites, is Language Lessons, 5 words or less. That's one of my favorite songs by them, but they didn't play that. But that's besides the point. It's okay. They played one of my favorite albums of all time through, and I lost it, and I loved it, and it was the best. And I was with my boyfriend, and he made it even better, and it was just really special, and like I don't know, like just the whole thing was just amazing. Like I couldn't have asked for a better night. Like I really couldn't have. It was a small venue. I was kind of in the back. I had a drink. And I was like, all right. So I thought it was gonna be a bunch of people like me, like like, oh, we're reliving the nostalgia together, and it's like we're in high school and shit, and blah blah blah. Like, are we gonna be civilized at this Hawthorne Heights concert? No. These motherfucking kids, were like moshing and shit, and I was like, alright, well, I guess the shows don't change either, because the last time I went and saw them, I got kicked in the head by a crowd surfer, even though there was a sign that clearly posted no crowd surfing, no moshing, no stage diving, because people will be thrown out. Nobody got thrown out. I was like, what the fuck? Once the kids started pushing, like, I got pushed. Half of my drink went on me. I was like this for like a good minute, and then I was like, all right, whatever, it's not gonna ruin it for me. I'm not gonna let that. I'm gonna dry off. I was wearing a skirt, like whatever. I was like, all right, just wiping it off. I went down my. I was like, I took my jacket off. I'm like, fine, like it's not. This is not gonna fucking ruin it for me. So I just kind of stood on like the side. It was like there was like a little step, so like I was above it, so like I could still see, and because I'm short, I'm only 5'2", so I could still see, but I didn't have to be involved in that fuckery of the moshing. And I'm just like, oh my god, is this like as bad? Like this is bad. Like last time I saw like bad moshing was when I saw fucking Yellow Card at a concert. Like they were opening for somebody, and I'm like, who the for Sum 41. I'm like, who the fuck moshes to Yellow Card? I mean, really? And then a couple years ago when I saw Yellow Card at Warped Tour, nobody was in line to meet them, and I felt so bad, so I went over and I talked to them for a little while. I was like, hey guys, how's it going? And like, they were like, oh good. I'm like, you enjoyed your day? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, alright, bye. But literally no one was in their line, and this lady's like, you want to meet Yellow Card? Go ahead, go ahead. And I'm like, yeah, I feel bad. Like, no one's in their line. But I did meet Hawthorne Heights back in 2007 at the Warped Tour, and it was awesome. So then I got to meet him this time after the show. They were like, after the show, come say hi to us and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, party. Like, I'm gonna take a picture with you guys, and I'm gonna like crop it next to the old picture from 2007, so it's like old new. Like, look how things have changed, and it's great and whatever. I think the singer's name's like JT or something like that. I forget. He seemed kind of sassy that night. Like, he was just kind of, like, bothered. Like, I was just like, yo, like, thanks for coming. Like, really appreciate it. Like, that's one of my favorite albums of all time. Like, I've been listening to it for weeks, and I've been screaming and singing it. And I feel like I'm not going to be able to talk for, like, a fucking week. And because I've been screaming so much, and I'm like so excited. And he was like, thanks, whatever, blah blah blah. And I was like, can I take a picture with you? He's like, yeah, I'll be out there in a minute, blah blah blah. But he just kind of like had this little like pissy face going on. I'm like, all right, I'll wait, whatever. So then I like was waiting, and then the drummer came off stage, and I was like, dude, like you're amazing at drumming, first of all. Secondly, like I'm pretty sure I lost my voice from screaming because this was amazing. And he was like, that's awesome. I love when fans tell us that, like, that they're not going to be able to talk for a week because they were screaming with us. And I was like, dude, you don't even know. Like, all these kids just came here for fucking Ohio's for Lovers. I was here for the whole thing. And I was like, but you should have played Language Lessons 5 words or less. And he was like, sorry. And I was like, it's cool, dude. It's totally cool. I had them sign my wristband because I didn't buy any merch. Like, I didn't want to. I didn't not want to, but I didn't have any money. But I had them sign my wristband. I taped it to my wall over there, and it was just great. It was just like so amazing. And then I finally took a picture with the guy, the singer JT, and then I dipped, and it was just really nice. I mean, I had like a really good time. I mean, like it was the atmosphere. It was like feeling like I was like fucking 16 again, and like this is who I should have been in high school, and like this is how I like should have looked, but I didn't. But who cares? I mean, we all make mistakes and we all learn from them. But like I felt like that night I was just like back in my old high school days, and that like I was just fucking killing it, and I was loving every fucking minute of it. It was so great, and my boyfriend made it all the much better. He made it so much better, and he knew what he was doing. He just made it perfect. It was just like one of the perfect nights, like one of those nights that like you'll never forget. And thank you, babe. It was really great, and we just had so much fun. And I don't know, we're going to Warp Tour together this year. This is going to be his first. This will be my 7th. And I tried to explain to him that Warp Tour doesn't even matter, like, if you see the bands playing. You get to meet all your favorite bands, you get a bunch of free shit, you get to walk around, you just have the best fucking day of your life. Like, it's just one of the best fucking days. Like, I'll walk around the parking lot and, like, where the 5 stages are and all the tents and shit, and I'll just walk around once and I'll know the entire layout, and I'm like, alright, I know when they're signing, I know when they're playing, I know when this is happening, I know when this is happening, we're getting a frozen lemonade, and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just one of my favorite days of the year. It's like Warped Tour in July, then my birthday in August. So it's like pre-birthday, then birthday, and then I'm like, what? And it's so much fun. I fucking love Warped Tour. I didn't get to go the past 2 years because I had like 1 year I was sick, and then the other year I just like had no one really to go with. No one really wanted to go, so I was like, all right, fine, fuck it, whatever. But this year we're going, and it's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna show him what fucking Warped Tour is all about, and I'm gonna be like, look, bitch, this is how it is. It's amazing. We're gonna have the best fucking time. I'm gonna show you the ropes. I'm gonna show you everything, and we're gonna have the best time. Yeah, yeah. So that was cool. I saw the Avengers movie. It's alright. I didn't see the first one, so I didn't really get it. But I like that James Spader was in it, and the way he talked as Ultron or whatever, yeah, Ultron, he just sounded like Robert California from The Office, like just his banter and like how sassy he was. I'm like, this is just like a robot Robert California. And then I'm like, don't, where the fuck did John Cheadle come from? That was my other question. But other than that, I mean, it was a pretty good movie, I guess. But I was like, dude, like I just went because my boyfriend wanted to go to. But I was like, fine, I'll go see it. But I'm like, listen, bitch, we're going to see Pitch Perfect 2. I don't give a flying fuck. We're going. I got a free movie ticket because I bought one of those chick razors because my leg skin's like fucking paper, and those work. And it was like, get a free movie ticket to Pitch Perfect 2. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, we're going to this. And he's like, oh, great. And I'm like, haha, yeah. And then I'm like, and we're going to see Suicide Squad when it comes out, or any DC movie. Fucking Batman vs. Superman, we're going. Any DC fucking movie, bitch! So, that's it. That was my week. I got another temp job. I'm going back to the place that I already went to because they were like, you were really good, so we want you back. And I'm like, alright, party. So, I got a job for next week, so that'll be good. I'm still looking for like a permanent job, but I mean, temp jobs are cool. And that's about it. So I've made a bunch of videos for my other channel, Chuck Does Makeup, so please, please, please go check it out. I always put the link below. If you go to my channel, like this channel, like if you go to my physical channel part, it's linked up there, and vice versa. So just subscribe to both if you haven't, and if you have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate that people take the time to listen to me rant about stupid crap because I'm an idiot, and I know that, and I don't really care. So anyway, leave me a comment of your favorite Hawthorne Heights song because I want to know. If you're going to Warped Tour, and what band you're most looking forward to seeing. If you've been to Warped Tour before, and what your best Warped memory was, and what year and what band or whatever. Like, just tell me. Just tell me everything. Just tell me everything. And leave me comments for Rant Time suggestions. any other suggestions for anything like serious videos, because I've done serious times. So I can do more of those. I'm thinking about doing another one about bipolar, just, clear some air about that. Just more broad terms, I guess. So, whatever. Leave me comments, subscribe, like, share, whatever. I don't know what YouTube does these days, but check it out. You can follow me on Instagram. It's down below. You can follow me on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter that much anymore, but I do use the Instagram. It is Chuck, but with a V, not a U. So CHVCK, like churches. They're one of my favorite bands, like Chvrches, but it's like Chivik, not Chuck. 22. That's my Instagram. Just follow me, whatever. I don't care. Meh, meh, meh. Anyway, I'm done. So just answer those questions I just asked in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Tschüss!